So, as mentioned in the previous videos, I am working on the rear end and doing some upgrades. I'll be installing these puppies. I got some shocks from the wreckers. These are Toyota shocks. KDH 200, I think, is the vehicle they came off. Not sure exactly what vehicle that is, to be honest. But they look like they will fit. I've started fabricating some of the parts I need for the airbags, and that's the disc brake calipers that we're using. They're also off a Toyota, so I've got to clean them up and get them ready to be fitted onto the mounting brackets that we're building. So yeah, everything's underway. So I'm just in the process now of fabricating the top rail for the airbag system. I'm just going to use a piece of channel running between the chassis rail, and these gussets are going to be welded on here, and they're going to go up under the chassis rail. I'm going to have to put some crush pipe through the rail, and I'm going to run a couple of big bolts right through the whole lot. So yeah, that's the plan, and that should be quite straightforward. Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm just in here at the moment fabricating the top rail for the airbags. Yeah, probably can't see that very well because of the light. But yeah, I've just got it sort of in place. Everything's in the right place. So now I'm just going to pop a couple of tack welds. Ouch. There. And in the corner here on both sides. And then I'll know that's exactly where it needs to be. And then I'll need to take it out. And before I weld it up, do the final welding, I will be putting some gussets through here, through the chassis, anti-crushing, there's a name for it, but I can't think of it offhand. But anyway, just a couple of pipes are going to go through there, so this is where the two bolts are going to go and hold this plate in place. And once I've welded those in, I'll be testing it all to make sure everything fits okay before I do the final welding. And then I'll be on to the bottom brackets, the bottom plates. I'll keep you posted. Right, well, this morning I've been playing around with these chassis rails, getting them prepped for having the cross member placed in. So yeah, I've been putting in the anti-crush, whatever, pipes to support the chassis. In reality, yeah, the force is up and down usually with the airbags, and there isn't that much left and right force or backwards and forwards force. So really, it's just a precaution, but important to have. So yeah, now I've just got to install the cross member, the upper cross member, and see how it all looks before I continue on. Okay, so I've managed to put the cross member in for the top of the air jacks. And it's just sort of tacked in there at the moment. And that's pretty much where this is going to go. In there somewhere. I'm going to copy there's a Firestone airbag kit that you can get. It has a plate, comes along here, and it U-bolts around the outside here. There's a U-bolt that comes either side from this side, And then, yeah, there's a plate. So I'm just going to fabricate that to mount the airbag. And then, yeah, I think I'm away laughing. I was worried that I might need to channel the cross member for the top of the diff, but looking at it now, it's got the same clearance here, roughly. This is going to come up and hit the chassis before, well, yeah, so I don't think I'm going to need to worry about that. I think I've got enough clearance, but I'll have to check it, obviously. Hopefully that's one thing I won't need to do. It's just the way that my leaf springs are mounted. These are custom leaf springs mounted over the top of the axle. So yeah, I've got a little bit more height than what your standard Bedfords would have. And that's enabled me to be able to do this, which I'm really rapt about, because this is going to change the whole ride experience when I'm driving on those dirt roads and long distance trips and so on. Yeah, looking forward to getting this finished. Yeah, well, the weather's packed in. There's not much I can do when the weather's yucky, because I don't have a great big garage where I can put it in, so I have to sort of do what I can when I can outside. And at the moment I'm just working on the bottom plates now for the airbags. I guess I should really point out right about now that I'm not actually, you know, like a specialist mechanic or engineer or anything like that. I'm just an enthusiast. I've learnt a bit off Murray McCoy along the way, and sort of self-taught in what I do. So I'm just sort of basing this on a Firestone product that I saw, which had this kind of a plate which kind of locked into the U-bolts where the leaf springs are, and then there's another U-bolt that goes all the way around the leaf spring mount that locks that all together, and then of course there's a U-bolt that goes around the axle at the back end here, and of course this is where the airbag's going to be sitting. Yeah, I just do the best I can with what I got. Scrap metal lying around here and there. So I just got this second plate. I'm just getting ready to drill. And then what's after that? I guess I'll put it all together and see how it all fits together. I'll keep you posted.